Welcome everyone to episode 2 of my Manchester United career on Football Manager 2019. Today we've got some FA Cup action in the 4th round. We are at the Emirates to take on Arsenal. Here are all the other fixtures. You got the likes of Tottenham up against Newcastle, Liverpool at home to Leicester, and Chelsea. They travel to Brighton in hopes of reaching the 5th round. We were quite convincing in our 3rd round fixture at home to Carlisle, which finished 4-0. It was expected as well, but what a tough test this is going to be. 4th round, just like real life as well, being drawn away to Arsenal. Now looking at our fixtures, we've got Wolves in a couple of days time, so for that Wolves game I will probably play a rotated side, as I'm going to go for a strong side. I want to beat Arsenal. We want to get through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. So the results are coming in then for the FA Cup. Chelsea, they are through after winning 2-0 away to Chelsea. And how about Liverpool? 6-0 at home to Leicester City. Incredible result there for them. Reading, they've knocked out Huddersfield. I was going to say a giant killing, but not so much, as they're in the Championship. And how about that? Man City, they're out. Southampton beating them 2-1. Tottenham, they're through. Sunderland, they're through. And Wolves have beaten West Ham at the Molineux, with it finishing 3-1. So that just leaves us then to play away to Arsenal. We're on TV, kick-off at 5:30. The last time we played Arsenal at the Emirates, we did beat them 2-1. It was a very close affair, as we had to rely on an own goal from Alexander Lacazette to get us the 3 points in that Premier League game. But this is the FA Cup. This is where all league form goes out the window, although both sides have been doing really well in the Premier League so far. So Arsenal consider favourites for this game. And I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal for this one. Ashley Young, Phil Jones, Lindelof, Luke Shaw. I think that's probably the back four I want to go with. Midfield of 3. Fellaini's been looking for first team football, so he's going to start in this game. We do have Chong and Pereira. I think I'll leave them on the bench, especially Chong. We'll get him some minutes in the FA Cup. But then again, Rashford's returned from quite a long injury. He was out for at least 6 weeks, so I might have to put him on the bench. But I think that's going to be my midfield 3. And what I can do with Fellaini, it all depends on how the game goes. I can drop Fellaini into that defensive role and maybe bring on Matic at some point. I don't want to start Matic because obviously I want to give Fellaini some minutes. He wants first team football, and what better way than starting him against Arsenal. So we're going to be going with a cautious approach, working the ball into the box, slightly lower tempo. We'll be regrouping when possession has been lost. We're countering when we've won it, and we're playing with a standard defensive line, and we're not going to be pressing too much. Obviously we're playing away. I've never really understood those people that complain when they've gone to places like Arsenal and Chelsea and they've lost because they've played with a positive mentality or all-out attack or gung-ho style. You got to be smart. You got to be pragmatic when it comes to these type of fixtures. Right then, we have the starting lineups. For Arsenal then, they're going for a strong side. It's Leno that starts in goal. It's a back 4 of Bellerin, Koscielny, Holding and Monreal. In midfield, Xhaka and Torreira. And up top, it's Aubameyang, their top goal scorer, Zivkovic, who they've signed in January, Mesut Ozil, who's a real outcast at the moment in real life for Arsenal, and Henrik Mkhitaryan. You've already seen the Manchester United lineup. We're going to go ahead and do the team talk. We're going to be assertive here. The media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. And that is a very good reaction. We'll just check on assistant instructions. I think it's already set on auto as well with Kieran McKenna. He's taking over that duty at the moment. Leno is on a fairly lengthy run without conceding a goal. Well, hopefully that won't be the case today. Hopefully we can bang them in and get through to the next round. We're going to just put on extended highlights. That's the thing with this series as well. I want it to be different to my previous FM series. I want to be showing the full game in each episode. I'm not going to be doing highlights like I used to do. I'm going to put on sounds as well, otherwise it's going to be pretty dull. And we've got 2 match stats here, so we'll change that to latest event. Normally that's on league table when we're playing in obviously the Premier League. Our first corner then, Sanchez takes, looking for Romelu Lukaku. Dominant in the air. Is in form as well. Leno then, going to hoof that one up the field. That's a really good ball to find. Aubameyang is in here. David De Gea with a top save. Sanchez tracking back. He's out of position, so is Ashley Young. As it's still 0-0 here. It's a good job I decided to go with David De Gea in goal. I think if maybe if I decided to put Ramiro in, with it being FA Cup action, or maybe even League Grant, I think Aubameyang, with the form he's in as well, their top goal scorer, I think he would have made that 1-0 there. But so far so good. Playing away to Arsenal, we've had one shot, one on target. They've had three, and just the one on target. We've got a throw here. Ashley Young gives it away to Xhaka. That's not the best from Phil Jones, is it? He's just giving it straight to Zivkovic, and we're having a few problems at the moment. Aubameyang with that run off the shoulder of the last defender, getting in behind as well. Good through ball so far from Arsenal. Just going to ask our assistant. Aubameyang is set onto tight marking. We should probably take that off, as if we're going to be tight to him throughout this game, we're going to keep losing him. We'll see how we get on for a few more moments. Here is Zivkovic, looking to make a real name for himself since arriving here at the Emirates, since signing in January. He takes the corner. So many Arsenal men in the penalty area, but here is Jesse Lingard, and that's the end of the highlight. We haven't had that many highlights, have we? Even though it's unextended. They've got another corner. Zivkovic takes this one on the other side. It's all over the place at the moment. Mkhitaryan, it's fallen for Jesse Lingard. Can we counter? Here is Romelu Lukaku holding at play. Ashley Young just waiting for men to get forwards. Lingard again. Good move from United out wide to Young in space. Swings it in. It's Paul Pogba. Did that come off the post, or was that Leno that got a touch to it? Obviously not, because we haven't had a corner. Looked like it came off the post. But that was a really good counter-attack. Although Arsenal did get men back quick enough. Here is Ozil. Poor pass to find Zivkovic. Just not ticking for them two at the moment. Mkhitaryan. Good inviting ball into the box. Here is Ozil. He's found Zivkovic. And David De Gea to the rescue again for Manchester United. We're just going to tell the players to concentrate. Try and keep their heads as we are approaching half-time here. It's still 0-0 in the FA Cup 4th round here at the Emirates against Arsenal. We're starting to get our shots away, and we've upped that to 5. Still just the one on target. Lukaku not having the best of games. Same goes for Pogba, but hopefully in the second half, when we get them in at half-time, we'll have a word and we'll sort that out. So there we go. That is the first half done here at the Emirates against Arsenal. It's not looking good when it comes to team analysis for us, but I do feel as though we're still right in this game. Right, we're going to be assertive. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen from the team, and everyone's looking fired up, and Romelu Lukaku seem motivated. We need him getting into the zone. We need him to go and bag us a goal or two. Tight marking's been took off Aubameyang, which is to be expected. Now, I did notice one thing in that first half. Arsenal were quite narrow, so we're going to go down to standard with our defensive width, and we're just going to pull back our line of engagement. And I don't think I need to change anything else. Regroup, yeah. And I don't need to make any changes. So let's get the second half underway here at the Emirates with a place in the 5th round of the FA Cup up for grabs. And that's the end of that highlight. We're probably going to have this now all the way to the 90th minute. We've got a free kick here. Young takes it. And Leno, again, off his line quickly to catch it. I think we do have the height advantage as well in this game, having the likes of Pogba and Fellaini on the pitch. Going to be aiming for those when we have set pieces like that. Monreal now down the left side for Arsenal, looking for Zivkovic, who was quite a handful in that first half from the highlights that we had, and Mkhitaryan comes very close to opening up the scoring there on his left-hand side. The ball fizzing past David De Gea and the target itself. Young with an attacking throw, finds Fellaini, loses the ball but wins it back quickly. Jones dwelling on the ball. What are you doing, Jones? Pass the ball! Finds De Gea in the end. Not sure why he couldn't just give that to Lindelof. Here's Paul Pogba. What a ball. Almost finding Paul Pogba there. Here is Sanchez against his former side. Looking to prove a point here today. Sanchez again. Alexander Herrera's gone for goal! It was swerving. Leno, whew, very, very close to conceding there. Did hit the post and then it came back out. Pogba down to 6.2. It went up to 6.3 then, considering taking him off at the moment. Aubameyang. Look at the players that flooded around Aubameyang then as soon as he received the ball. Where's Ashley Young? Monreal. It's a good ball into the box. Shaw clears. Here's Torreira now. Mkhitaryan. Torreira finds Ozil. Here is Zivkovic. Too many bodies in the area. Why did you pass that back to Jones, Herrera? Coming up to the hour mark then. Poor pass again from Pogba. I think he's got to come off. So what we're going to do... You know what? I'm going to push Fellaini into Pogba's position. We're going to set him as... Instead of Mazzala, we're going to have him as an advanced playmaker. Not his best role, but he can certainly do it. And we're going to drop Matic into that deep line playmaker role, as we could do with that experience on the pitch. Here's Ozil now, steaming forwards. Looking to find Aubameyang. He has. Jones with another vital block for United. It's Jones again with the clearance there. It's getting tense now. So Paul Pogba goes off to be replaced by Nemanja Matic. Make sure to Fellaini. Whenever I've played Fellaini as an advanced playmaker, he always seems to have a bit of an impact on a game. Whether that's creating chances or even scoring them. Here is Luke Shaw. It's Matic to Herrera. Arsenal seem to have slowed things down a bit. Here's Jesse Lingard now. Lingard. Here is Fellaini. Sanchez. Lukaku! It's 1-0! No messing around from Big Rom. Right on the 60th minute, it's 1-0, and that's given Arsenal something to think about. Fellaini, again, you can see, look at Lukaku, it's poor defender from Arsenal. He's just static there. Receives the ball off Sanchez, and he absolutely hammers that with his left foot. I'm not sure what Rob Holding is doing, but it all started with Marouane Fellaini. Gave it to Sanchez, and he just fed that through. Now, how do Arsenal respond? They respond by receiving a penalty from a corner, and it's going to be Aubameyang. One-on-one with David De Gea. And De Gea saves! Come on! Havertz. 62 minutes in, and things are getting heated here at the Emirates. Still 1-0 to United. You would have expected Aubameyang, being their top goal scorer so far this season, to have put that into the back of the net, and being at home as well. But David De Gea, the top save. Aubameyang down to 5.8 after missing that penalty. Gotta feel sorry for him. Probably hasn't received such a low rating in a game all season until now. Here is Zivkovic, powering his way into the box. Showing great agility, and David De Gea with another world-class save. It's Zivkovic to take the corner. Good delivery, but it's a good clearance from Matic. And there's Ozil, Fellaini getting his body in the way. Jesse Lingard with a foul there on Torreira. Referee walking over. It's just going to be a warning, not even a yellow card. I'm happy with that. Lindelof with the clearance. Again, it's all Arsenal at the moment. It's one-way traffic. But United standing up to absolutely everything that's being thrown at them. So many blocks from the likes of Herrera, Fellaini, Phil Jones and Lindelof. I think I'm going to make another change here. We're going to bring on Andreas Pereira for Marouane Fellaini then. Fellaini's had a decent run out there today. And seeing that I've promised him game time, I want him to start against Wolves, so it's best we take him off now. Why is Jones taking that throw when it should be Young? Jones back to De Gea. So just take your time now. We don't want to shut up shop just yet. I feel it'd be a bit too early. See if we can go and get a second, and that would certainly kill off the game. And Lukaku! Brilliant move from Sanchez. What a ball. What a through ball from Alexis Sanchez. Those two at the moment are having a brilliant game, linking up with one another. Well, it's more so Sanchez linking up with Lukaku. And got the first goal. And only goal so far in this game. I'm thinking of bringing maybe Chong or Martial for Lukaku, because we need him fresh for our next game. Look at Arsenal. 3 changes all in one go like that. That's surprising. And Aubameyang has gone off, which isn't surprising. He's had a poor game today. Right, I'm going to bring on... Shall we bring on Chong then? Put him out on the left. Actually, I'm going to save Chong. I might play him in the game against Wolves at home, because what I'm going to do is bring on Martial. I've been doing this throughout the season, whether it be with Rashford, Sanchez or even Martial. So we'll do swap positions. We'll just mess with Arsenal a bit. So they'll constantly be switching roles, as you can see straight away. Sanchez and Martial. Let's see if that can garner us a second goal. Be nice. There's Earl. Good save from David De Gea. He's been world class today, De Gea. The amount of chances is saved. And there's probably going to be a few more yet to come, as we've got 4 minutes to go. Look at De Gea's rating, 8.0. He's got to pick up player of the match, hasn't he? Martial's going to come to that. Here he is then, down the right side. Martial, a bit out of position here. Not the best of crosses into the box. Not many options either. And there we go. I think we've done it. I think we have beaten Arsenal. And that, yeah, there we go. Full-time whistle. David De Gea has been sensational. And he does walk away with the Man of the Match award. And we've beaten Arsenal for a second time this season. I'm sure that's riled the Arsenal fans. Tactical masterclass. Look at the amount of opportunities they had on goal, and yet they couldn't find a way past David De Gea. And heading into this game, Leno had kind of a better record than David De Gea in keeping the amount of clean sheets. He'd been on a fairly lengthy run, if you remember. But there we go, Arsenal are out the FA Cup. Manchester United are through to the 5th round. And as the headlines go, Manchester United fortunate to beat Arsenal. I did feel as though we had the better quality today. So before I end the episode then, let's head into the FA Cup 5th round draw and let's see who we're going to get. Who do we want? Maybe a Wimbledon, Blackburn. We want a home fixture. A game against Blackburn would be good. Maybe Reading, Burton Albion. Maybe Sunderland. Let's see who we're going to get. We want a home fixture at least. Right then, let's see who's out the hat first then. It's Southampton. They will be at home to AFC Wimbledon. Burnley will be at home also to Reading. Liverpool, here we go. I bet we got Liverpool. No, we haven't. It's Hull City or Burton Albion that will travel to Anfield. Spurs are at home to Watford or Rotherham. Preston or Bristol City will play Sunderland. Blackburn at home to Wolves. Manchester United at home. That's what we want against Championship side Swansea City. I'm very happy with that. And finally, Bournemouth will be at home to Chelsea. So we've got Swansea then in the FA Cup 5th round. I'm feeling pretty confident that we'll get the win there. And for me, that'll probably be a great chance to play some of the youngsters as well. So when do we play Swansea? Oh, they're just sandwiched in between some big games against Chelsea, Dortmund and Spurs and Liverpool. Some big games coming up in February that we're going to have to cover. And we've got that EFL Cup final against Spurs to look forward to. That trip to Wembley. Our first trip to Wembley this season. So anyway, guys, that is it for episode 2 of my Manchester United career on FM19. The next episode, we will be playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I hope to see you there. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching.